I guess about 5'10" because I'm like 5'7".
Yeah.
It's definitely not this.
Yeah, right. Anything but that.
This is vertically challenged. You look in the Webster's dictionary about vertically challenged, but
All right.
who was not here last night? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Please pair with somebody who did not raise their hands. Okay, just so we can get you up to speed.
Who was here?
You were here?
Wait, who was here?
You're gonna really asleep.
All right, we Brandonian. If you weren't here last night, we have 10 flows that are all like a few moves apiece that all also chain together in sequence. So that's the next few weeks. It's all stuff that we've done since September. So if you've been here since September, even if you've missed some classes, like at least some of all this stuff should be familiar to you. If you've missed any of it, it's all recorded. We're going to do quick recaps here in the class, but you're also like expected to, if you want to participate in this competition, study it yourself, drill it with a partner, because in a few weeks, whichever pair can do the most of the 10 flows in the correct order and remember the most of it, do like a live flow, I'm going to get $200 too. So it's a little opportunity to incentivize your learning. All right. So last night we did our start sweep to our pass to side control. We ended up landing. You remember right here where my knee's occupying this real estate here. And I just did my big back step. Okay. And if you weren't here last night, but you were here last week, you probably saw some variation of that at least. If not, that's okay. But we're going to start here in side control. All right. Or in this kind of modified side where I just passed. First thing I'm going to do, as I start to, I want to square up, meaning I need to get my knee here over here, right? I want to get side control, get chest to chest with him. But as I go to do that, if I just start to square up, Chad's going to bring his knees to the inside. And now, I'm going to be fighting a guard. Remember, his goal is to always be his goal is to always occupy this real estate at his hips, okay? So as I make this transition, I'm going to stuff the hip and the leg, and especially as he goes to react here, stuff it, occupy the space long enough to replace my left knee with my right knee, and get chest to chest with him. Okay. Next, we settle in side control, however it is. I'm going to look to collect my cross space, get chest to chest, get my underhook. Now we're set to actually start our pass. Okay. So now I want you to take your knee through his stomach. They get through his abdomen. We're going to his far hip. We don't want to climb up too high, and we definitely don't want to lose this chest to chest connection. So I want to make sure he's bearing my weight through as much of this as possible, that I'm not getting up on my hands and knees to make this transition. Okay. So as much as my weight as I can keep on, the better. Right there. Okay. I'm still maintaining chest to chest. My knee is on this hip here. My shoelaces are in this far hip here. This is your next checkpoint. Next, I'm going to replace where my elbow currently is here in the hip with my knee as I start to shift my head north and collect this underhook. Okay. All at the same time. Okay. Notice my shoelaces are still in the far hip. So the last piece of this to secure mount is just windshield wipe my foot, palm it out to the mount on the far side. All right. Next, we're working on isolating the arm, right? So this is where we're going to be spider walking, right? We don't want to come up like this. He gives us a lot more resistance. We want to be able to fight just the little muscles in his shoulder with our body. So as he starts to resist, I'm going to come up at an arc, and then I'm going to crawl and straighten, and then collect, and crawl and straighten and collect. Okay, let's do it again live. Go ahead and resist.
I don't know why the video keeps cutting out on the stream. I'm gonna have to figure that out soon.
You point down so you don't have it. Yeah, you stick your elbow on the mat. That's where I come. Really like lay on the point, just chill. Just go dead weight like you're on the beach. Right. Now, yeah, right here is good weight. That's transition. This is just a slow. Your elbows, you're gonna track like with your place your elbow. Yeah, so that looks. Yes, but I want you to stop shaking.
So when Casey was doing this last night, it's almost like his shoulder and everything left back. You know what I mean? So like when you want me to open the door, or do you want to? Yeah, but like drive corner with your hand, you know, crazy.
He's got skin ready.
That pressure, if it stops shaking, it's almost like it almost feels like it's a pressure here. Like, can you see if you can keep my head or my arm up in a place like this? Because I think this makes space for me to breathe. Like this.
Yeah.
I would tap at some point to that. Yeah, it would probably. I just hold my breath. Tap and so I don't have any.
Right.
I've always never been able to strip like all the balance. Yeah.
So it's going into it.
Okay, it might be when I push back, then I can maybe drive. Yeah, because look, it's like as you're pulling into the pocket, my shoulders and that big going. So I think that's what they were doing. Yeah, like driving it, because like I think that's the same mechanic as the bond flexion. Yeah, like whenever you guys choking out the side control, just
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, I think it feels like. I'm gonna show you. There's a track. You can go in the build with them. Just track it like elbow.
This interesting.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, I don't want you actually. Elbow. As your elbow.
Yeah, I get the same.
Right. I come up at 45 degrees. Explode it up this way. Like that. We do this right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what we're stopping.
Rush out. That's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. Yes. That's a little bit. Yeah, I kind of, I guess maybe feels similar. I don't know if you exactly felt. Yeah. I probably should have sunk down. It felt like your chin wasn't on my shoulder to begin with, but I may have. I'm almost sure. No, no, I did this when we worked, when Woody and I were working on the house. So this is me working on the house. Okay. You think it's sweat, Carol? No, I just. Yeah, I think like trying to show some of these. Yeah, it's like how to stress. I always doubt. Yeah, go for it. It's going hard on me. This hurts. Yeah. The next day when I'm. I was showing Sean and Greg. Y'all go. Don't be easy on me. And then they weren't easy. Right. And today I'm like, dude, I'm hurt. John and Greg. Yeah. Greg's got the long hair. John White comes on Mondays. Oh, John. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I know John. All right. That's cool.
So good? Now, what is doing right there? There's nothing to fight. That's key. Leg on my.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever it gets, you start squeezing your whole body. Like it's a tighter choke when you're like down. I can feel it. Okay. You're down, but the moment you start like squeezing hard, you're going that way.
Okay.
I don't know if I can stop that.
Try to move the right literally. Yeah, like you're saying, constant, like I did it, right? And
It's like I'm constantly trying to. That's
But whatever the very last thing you did was like that. What was the last one? I don't know. You dropped your shoulder. I was standing on my toes. Kind of road. Oh, hey, drop that. Drop it. Drop it. Yeah, it's only doing it. I wonder if that keep him from getting out. Because that's how you're making space. Is when you get out. You know, belly falls down. The whole yeah. Go ahead. Bring your head up a little bit. Wrap it like you was on your shoulder condition before it. You still got it. Sweet. What are you doing? Okay. Very good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what the thing. Oh, yeah, I'll try it. All right. This was
where it's still kind of I want to imagine you're rolling it up like this. See how my sky's already trying to something? That's what I'm trying to do there. My wrist is kind of hits it's my hand stings. It's never right to move. My hand is good, and just on the wrist. This
Yeah, you got it.
So
I'll feel it. Like when. Yeah, put your ear in the process. Yeah, well, no, I just don't want to. If I get it, so I'm all day on the office. I'm not. This is the guy. This is what we got. This is what we can do. Yeah, I need to know. Are you interested like that? Oh, yeah. All right, there's in my brain. I don't care. It's all about the Jack and don't have a bell. This is quick. Josh, I've got Japanese on there. Yeah, he's got a decent go. It's a workout. It's working out here. I guess you're good.
Yeah, I need to draw one of those.
Yeah.
Windshield wiper, is that one?
I feel like I did it, yeah. I feel like I go out. Okay, here. Yeah.
I got mine.
See, is it pressure or is it chip?
Right.
I think it's pressure. Yeah, because that felt like pressure. I didn't feel that. Squeeze.
Shifts if I can shift.
Yeah. So like,
But.
I feel like,
Without.
are you driving? You're driving on this side, right? I didn't even start driving.
Oh, okay, well then, yeah. Yeah, we were, so I'm still trying to.
You guys want to run that?
Okay, now we legit.
Yeah,
Now he's
that's
worried.
correct. Yeah, that's good.
I've shot already, but.
Right.
But in reality, yeah. The meeting like to try to get that under.
Oh, buddy. You're not even close.
And then have to spike.
Dude, when I was practicing in wrestling, I was practicing because I was like, I'm gonna have to just down to like down it. When I wrestled,
We're probably.
I was step back there. I feel like I was 90. I cut down to one base with 1 10. Oh my god. My god, practicing and like it's easier to practice at heavyweight than this like lightweight light
Right now.
that's all. I could go back and wrestle it to practice and I go see I wish I was snapped like no wait not my like at my age dude those guys are you hear these 185ers, dude, they walk in like, dude, they were scared.
Oh, yeah.
Like the demons, dude, they're so great on.
You don't want to take it.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yes.
So,
I don't think I ever wrestled. Just so I need to say myself, man, I don't know how much I know. Yeah, I think you're heavier now. I'm like myself, you know, even after I started working out, like I'm just constant fresh now. Because I've gotten bigger in the shoulders, back, and so I need to weigh all of that. I haven't worked out in a couple months. Me either. I worked out at 10. I trained like 3 days a week. I struggled a bit too. Yeah, I don't think I could do bench. But I was also a powerlifter. Oh, you're jealous. I promise you're good. Him that man. Seth has probably hit me harder than anybody in this. I've gotten kneed in the face. You hit me in the face with your knee. You're bringing up. I've got kneed in the face by Seth. That's the only time in this class that I've been wrong. Right. At the old place, I was rolling with Luke. Yeah. And I forget what we were doing, but I was stuck like this and leg and hit me in the nose. Basically, it was busted everywhere.
Everywhere. You're using this to drive into.
But I didn't know that you got rolled. Your shoulders not under his chin.
Yes.
There you go. You keep driving. Triple.
he was like, "Ow."
Triple down some. I wonder if it's how he's flexing. It's almost like his shoulder is pushing my chin that way so I can still breathe. Like there's pressure for sure, but I wouldn't tap to it. You really want to watch me do it. Alright. Alright, so it's like, his artery is like directly in there. Okay. And right here is like on a dry spot. I'm just driving in. I'm just pinching this.
Right here.
And I'm grabbing. And I'm just dropping this.
Okay. Dropping the left shoulder, your left shoulder.
Does it look like he's going up? I'll be honest, when he squeezes me, like I have to close my eyes. So you're kind of like bring your head back, drag it on his tricep.
Okay.
So that you can right over, it's still that's like.
Okay, oh yeah, I forgot the move, so it's still not there.
Okay, so it's not like
I'll still let you.
it's like just dropping it short back.
No.
Spiral.
Okay.
While I drive. Because you gotta cut off this artery too. All the way up here, you're not gonna get another head.
That was right here. Right. So drop it back a little bit.
Yeah, just drive it back. I'm kind of like.
And drive forward.
A seminar over.
Okay.
Forehead pop
As I drop my head. This is what controls space over here. Bro, like sounding sorry. It's still my shoulder.
Whatever you just did, you dropped your shoulder. That's what it was. Yeah, as soon as you drop your shoulder. That's killer.
Okay.
Whereas I think before it's like when you're dragging your shoulder back, it's like a part of it.
Yes. I think it's like a yeah, just like a natural drop. Like instead I'm doing this motion. Trying to do this motion, I should just be.
Who we should
This motion. Brandon's doing it.
Arm drive. Arm drive.
Yeah, it's the same thing we were doing yesterday.
You're just starting from like side control.
Going across. I probably turn for you. I should be able to. So we're gonna squeeze a little bit sometimes, right? But like, I wanna make sure we're drag. Oh. Yeah, like I'm pulling it. I don't know what that.
Murdered like 4 times. Jesus Christ.
What's F do it? What's F do it?
Was it more of a crank or a church?
No, it's a joke. Fall asleep.
You just do his brain?
No, I'm just watching stuff, dude. That's Woody.
Should I go out for the boys?
An evening out with Josh.
This one's for the ground.
Roll masochists in here.
Got choked by a kid.
I was gonna eat it, but it felt like I was better than this kid.
I was gonna eat it, but then I got afraid.
Right here. Yeah, you want to ask there. Still there. Okay, that feels some different. Up here.
It's not exactly the thing that I started. I feel like I'm able to toes to start. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I say, like he's kind of yeah, I'm going. Yeah, we sorry. When you get here, here, and it's like work the arm up, work the arm up. That's not bad. It's bad. It's a short time like it's not even like I'm squeezing my it just hurt like you know what I mean? So I can
Well, so I think he drops this bit.
It's not pretty, but it's like.
So there's gonna be a lot of things. Yeah, it's not yet. There's a lot of
Like this kind of, because I was really hard to, sometimes it's like weird, like push with your shoulder, with your elbow against my head before you get to yourself. You can get more loose, and I'd be like, here, you put it right here.
let's get to it. Yeah.
Something get out.
So if I put Porter as on the wall,
I'm already better than on your back. If you say you're gonna,
Now
you're gonna hear. You know,
okay, so
yeah, you should actually think that's. Give it space.
yeah.
And you have 12, so I trying to get the front trigger. I'm not.
Where we're starting. Yeah.
And it also just helps me make my own easier.
And you can shove it even.
Start on that.
I want to it's slide out.
Small things.
Now I'm fresh here. Yes. That's here. South. Constant pressure there. Constant. Yeah. I was trying to figure way out here. It works. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I would go out.
I think it's cracking. Oh, yeah.
And at what point do we get use the fish? Yeah, so here. At what point am I doing the game? Once you get to.
Yeah.
Okay, especially from exactly there. That's, if you kind of that on, you just up in here. Yeah. He was also saying this. Yeah. Like, I'll never be girl. Well, he did see stuff. Yeah. But they were players in there. It's all. You're in this series. And it's also. Yeah, but you're not having a movie that many left over at all for you. You're just moving people outside. You're not seeing your stuff. Yeah. Right. So you're not having to try to like skinny or work. Which is like, you know, it's just whatever. Pull this out. It's fine. I'm gonna try and case that.
That shoulder drop. It really is.
I remember when we did that.
And then it makes such a difference when you do. Yeah. You can tell me as soon as I hit it. Or this is close over here.
I think it's what I'm. Cause like, even when I drop the out stash, I think I go back forward through, he's saying, we want crank. He just had it over 13. I'm trying to figure it out. Here, like, maybe trying to say this problem not is anybody. I've seen clips and stuff. Choking out. Yeah. I mean, you're.
You go move on down, it actually rolls our.
I mean, you really scoop.
Actually, should are.
This one's here.
Okay.
You squeeze hard. Yeah.
This is on the rest of the
It's too much.
I almost got it all.
You're doing it, you're deeper into that door.
Leg.
Drive. You're fine to get to it, it's still. All right, now bring your back. Come on, bring in your body.
Oh, and then that's right.
Sure.
You're making spin the rest of the way. Yeah.
As you're rotating.
Don't just get into it.
Yeah, we got it.
You're gonna slow the body.
Or like oxygen. That would be also the way to go to sleep.
So, hey, let's
It's a little bit more active.
let's clean up a couple things, guys.
Like,
Right. Before we wrap up.
all right.
Yeah.
So first off, when I make this transition, I don't want to be like coming up. My chest is leaving him. I want to stay heavy on it. All right. So my elbow, this knee is in this hip. This elbow is in this hip. Okay. I'm not super high on him like this. You can be. I prefer like down here with my. I like playing more like this style. This is like how Nick kind of teaches too. Like I like my elbow pinching in hip if I can. Because still, as long as I have good head position, like I can still like keep him pretty well pinned. If I have good head position on the shoulder and I'm driving my chest down and through him. Okay. I definitely don't want to be coming up, leaving my chest to chest connection, or coming up like this, where I start getting all base and he just starts re-guarding. Okay. Because if my hips and my knees start leaving this space that I was occupying, he's gonna start re-guarding, getting at me. Yeah, all he needs is a side guard. I've taught this, right? He needs to connect his elbow and his knee, and he can start to re-guard from if I have side control. So as I make this transition, I don't want there to be any space. So I'm taking my knee through him. Okay. Here. And I'm still in the hip with my shoelaces. Okay. Now I'm gonna replace my elbow with my knee, keeping my shoelaces on that back side of his body right there behind me. Okay. I'm taking my knee forward as I shift my head. Okay. Notice my shoelaces are still on that hip over there. Next, before we start thinking about the sub or anything, I want to make sure we secure mount. Okay. Notice my chest still didn't leave him. I'm staying heavy on it. Now we can start playing this game. Get active, please. Okay. Go ahead. Okay, right here, this is where I want you to take the cross face arm. I'm gonna actually keep this here for a second. I'm gonna put my head, my temple right here on the elbow. I'm just putting everything I can in place to trap this elbow while I take this cross face arm. Notice how I'm continuing to drive my head and my arm, taking his elbow that way as I start to cut this this armpit. Okay. Now I'm going to I'm not coming out here. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna shuck it even more as I drop my head. Okay. Next, shoulder position. This is super important. Okay. I've got to be able to get my shoulder under the chin. Okay, so if it's on top, I'm not gonna get this. Or best case, kind of like that's happened to Ian, it'll just be like a neck crank. Not gonna be a clean choke. So right now, you see how my shoulder's on top of his chin? I need to fix this. Okay, so my ear is constantly driving. I'm trying to take my ear like towards his ear. Okay, like in, and it's constant pressure. But my shoulder to get in position, I'm gonna drop my hips back and then forward. Okay, now I'm under the chin. Next thing I'm gonna do is go palm down. keeping all this the same. I don't want all this slack that I've taken out. I don't want to give it any of it back to him. Okay, so if I need to, like I feel like I'm losing it a little bit after that hip position, which is okay. If you feel this way, all I need to do is shuck him some more and cut. Okay, and find that spot right there in the tricep where you know he's not getting that slack back. Now I'm gonna go palm down, keeping my head driving constantly, consistently. Okay, you see how all I did was rotate my wrist, but I'm still driving my head into him. Gable grip. Okay, and I recommend keeping the elbow out right now. Going here, like this, you're not really getting anything from going here. Here, at least is giving you even more of a little bit of a post or a base. Now I'm going to keep everything driving into him, keep my shoulder low and driving into him as I dismount. Okay, everything else staying the same. I want my shoulder under the chin. I want to drive into him ear to ear, and I want to retract my elbow. Okay. Any questions on that? All right. Review the video if you want to watch it some more. Chad's going to go over this again tomorrow. Let's do the escape real quick. You can do it to me. We'll time some payback. Let's do it here for the escape. Okay. So when he actually goes to apply this, what I want you guys to imagine is I'm taking my elbow into his head constantly. I'm not just like hitting it once and bringing it back, getting lazy. It's constantly active and driving this way. And this bottom elbow is constantly trying to get into my hip. Constantly. Until I'm turtle. Okay. I'm trying to rip my shirt off like Superman in a sense, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm using this as a almost like a little speed bump. It's like a little pivot point. I'm trying to roll up over my elbow, and I want to go as far north as I can with this. I want to get my hips as far away from him as I can as I come up. Okay, so go ahead. You notice I pendulum my legs. Okay, I pendulum my legs over. I'm consistently driving, and then as he continues to try to recollect, it's gonna be pretty hard for him to finish this at this point. Now he's thinking back take. Okay, I'm gonna scissor my legs as I'm still driving my elbows apart. I'm scissoring my legs and coming up to turtle. Okay. So if we were to look at it without the camera. We're to look at it without him. I'm caught, right? I'm gonna scissor my leg, or I'm gonna pendulum my legs, and I'm going to come up, and then there's gonna be a point where I'm gonna have to scissor my legs, but I'm continuing to drive my elbows back. Okay, questions on that? All right, let's run it a couple more times, and then we'll get some matches in. Tomorrow, Chad is gonna go over the same from yesterday and today, because now, actually, if you look at this, we can put the whole thing together. You can go ahead and feel free right now if you want to, if you were here yesterday. All right, we go. Rimiyashi. X guard, he goes to peel, extend, right? Next, we're gonna make this transition. Okay, so he comes up, get that sweep. Okay, oh, you all right, Roger? Chad really needs a cup. Big boss, tell you. All right, we're coming up. Remember, I'm shucking, I'm back stepping. Now we're in where we were tonight. Here. 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 Go. That's it. Put it all together. All right, if you were here last night, you saw that first flow, it changed into the second one. Okay. We're gonna do that with 10 whole flows for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. It's all stuff we've done the past few months. So shouldn't be anything you haven't at least sort of seen. But again, it's all recorded. So get some reps in, and we'll roll in 5 or 6 minutes. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. Casey, I was wondering what is yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
So,
You wanna start?
Yeah, we just did all because almost. Was that over? Only 6. And it has the other thing, again, it's usually that back too. But outside of that, you can all your other, like, offense.
If you try to.
Oh,
you got a cramp?
It's easier to go when I speak.
All right.
So you're not getting a whole lot, you're getting more opportunity by. But, so we play the overhooks, but the underhook gives you a lot more opportunity. And also check this out, go overhook for a second, flip expert. Okay, notice how far apart my feet are right now, okay? Now go underhook. You gain another 8 inches. The farther apart my feet are, the easier I am off balance. So everything about it's better with this. With your just start working, but I'm always the only time I keep this is if like I'm just getting a ton of resistance and I'm having a really hard time on balancing. And that's when I'll usually go back up. I'm getting so much resistance that I'll work that hard to try to so they're not going back so much that I get that tweet. I'll just like check, go back to over. If I'm giving you a ton of resistance here, always get back. That's what I can, right? And then you know if you play that game, that's not like
And then
because you're not gonna play an option around me.
what's that elbow?
Underneath.
Okay, that makes sense.
Did we use that other one though for, is that the wrestling?
Yeah. It's all almost.
I just, I wasn't here yesterday for the process, but I can start laying down. And I started teaching, but it wasn't exactly the same. We did like we did where we started from that start, pushed them, and then, yeah, brought them back. No, I was here for that. The part where, yeah. Now, you stand remember. Oh, like we did not start, we just straight out, okay, we started. Oh, well, I was.
Yeah, I added a Remiyashi later on. We just started in X last week.
You don't remember that. He wasn't here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My daggone stomach's roaring.
Stomach yet?
Too much.
And
So we did. The main thing is that. You're really smart, bro.
Good. Yeah, you're gonna continue to.
Yeah. I need it to go.
Some more head.
Figure it out.
oh, my hand, boy.
Oh,
I'm a follow you.
I don't know what it was. It was weird.
And it was like, yes, it's not being that's mayor. Right here. Are you? When I was standing there, I started getting, started getting like. Where did you go from here? Just stand there. I know.
There is not a good.
If you get on your knees and interlock your fingers together,
That's your excuse.
it's what is it? By the pull it down. No,
He just
you don't lock your finger. It's real loud.
side like seem like it's about rolling up like here. Because I told you I was like, yeah, front roll now.
I can really hear it. Yes. Which is surprising me. I'm always practicing.
Here.
Like I'm always like, right? Yeah, you're supposed to go the other way. I gotta re-crack it all. All right, get it. Get up here.
So.
Like on
You're top like that? Yeah. You don't have to.
You go through the whole thing, you're not readouts.
Sweet. It's like, all right, wait, look at your back right now. I want to see if yours pops like you did yesterday.
Probably will.
Dude, it snap cracked your top yesterday.
Like then that the death looks like that, and it's not.
Your sandals?
Yeah.
Are these in? Oh, mine? These are my shoes. I'm looking for those. Are the commercial look over there. The ones that are like. Trusted. Anybody can use them. Just for anybody, we don't have any shoes. These are my shoes right here.
Yeah, I was like, every time.
It's like some shoes. Yours are probably me, bro. Sometimes. I keep thinking those are the kids. So it's the ones everybody.
I got like a little.
Okay, y'all get just look exactly. That's what it's always like. It's next to a chair.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. Yeah, that works. Trying to make fun of him right now? Oh, what's that sicking?
But probably.
I wonder if because someone's tripping on me in theater work, but then I think my dog.
You know the name of their channel? I don't know.
I was kind of.
I know it on YouTube. It's BJJ Grapple. Grapple BJJ, one of the two.
Got it.
Like I interlocked my hair.
It is hard to not.
The mic is
For sure. Hard to not. I would say like boys.
Who's watching?
Two people.
Are you squinting when you watch?
I can't. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh.
Yeah,
All this hazing today. You're cool.
but like I could see it fine through the camera. It's weird.
That's why I'm giving this single leg like it's nothing. Look, get the single leg.
Hey, senior roll.
Never mind. It was chomp chomp.
You said,
Yeah, everywhere chomp chomp.
I went to ask.
Yeah, he said it's
Got
good. Yeah,
you halfway there.
was it? I think
Mates?
I thought that was the video and then like
You were great.
maybe.
Yeah. Thank you all for it. Like, cause you have my leg. Like, you scoop. You're at half my leg. It's kind of like the steps doing like if you don't side control. He was throwing his arm over, so your legs are doing this. Should do that. That's how we do wrestling. Chad can barely pull the single. You can leave. You still got it?
Yeah, also.
Okay. But you have to like this. Says that. We'll put single for leave.
It's back.
Well, I don't remember. Yeah, you're here. Yeah, you would have to. Yeah.
Now you're back over here.
Yeah, going for it. Just a turtle breakdown,
That's how I have.
which is. Yeah. I'm missing that. It's been a few years. Yes, all you have to do is rest and the shoulders. So you literally have a guy that's walking around like this, and he's like, blows a whistle as soon as you're, if his boots down, he'll touch like the mat. And the person on top has control. And then it's like. Wait, is it 2 or 3? I think it depends on the competition. I think it depends on the competition.
See you later, Nick. Take it easy.
See you. I think it's like math. Math.
See you, bro.
From here. If you count all of that, I'll take it. Hey, we tried. Sorry. Shim and hard. That we black belts now? Those are going so easy.
I just know to get balls. Better small light on the feet. Don't blame the crush.
Now you work your stick jacket. Are you doing it? Yeah, it's a cool strip with your you want to start working your MC foot. Okay. Alright. Then you're gonna start stripping my hips. Okay. Start to come up. Thing. Chest all flat.
I think like,
Yeah.
try that, most of what I did.
We're gonna clean up the all the details.
The
but that's-
menacing.
that's
Correct.
just-
You're close, Josh. Yeah, there's just not a lot of, it's point, strength is point right now. I'll say problem.
Yeah, we can start right now.
Roll through it a lot. Be quite small. Oh yeah.
I might roll one time.
All right. Let's do the flow one more time, and then I gotta go. I gotta pick up dinner for the fam.
Try to make sure it's all on camera for Hudson. So
I can at least I can go back and clip it up tomorrow.
Talking, you know, it's like nice and loose. It was good.
there, all the stands.
I just want to be back over.
Snap down here, frames up.
This is a good trap.
Amen. Is it over?
Yeah. 8 seconds left.
Hey, man.
You gotta be careful with arm bars on the bank.
Yeah.
Sometimes people. Just be careful. If someone is really. So just be aware. Stay racing.
Give me a skate.
It's 5. Are you talking about the time?
Yeah, I only see one number.
It's 6:41.
Oh no, I was talking about the actual clock.
Oh, it's 5.
Oh,
5 minutes.
the phone's in the way. I can't. You can't see that thing's in the way.
Let me.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was right there.
All right.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh.
Bring it down.
Glasses. If you lose them, then you
I'm just gonna run this one since this is where we are.
Get back.
When you come up. So you on 18. So you're coming for the tip. Here. Right. I can't speak without.
I don't have that on there.
Now you're rolling out. This is great. Yeah, I just didn't post on your lead because it was like, it wasn't in the position I think breaking.
What a horrible thing. Now I'm on it.
Like I said.
Time that one.
I can't do that way. This underhook is here. Oh, you can't. Post it on your knee.
Like, how would I?
Can't, your arm's gonna get stuck. Oh, that was.
I don't know how I would.
Just go out. Here, you do it.
You good? Oh, yeah. Don't get up the arm. You took that. Oh, yeah, your arm's got it. Oh, no. Sorry.
Were you good?
Yeah.
We have.
Better.
I guess, yeah. Let's get this. You get your.
You played me there. You played me at the end. I thought you were going to put straight jacket.
I don't know if you had
Arm
it.
tuck.
I did the street.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a good bite, but.
Uh,
With the.
I might have to take it.
okay. I'm kind of excited I remembered all of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you remembered the guillotine escape. All right.
My brain usually doesn't retain things. All in there too.
Tell them how to sign up, Chad.
GJJJ.com.
GJJ.link/CAD. That means this guy get $20 if you sign up right now. This guy get $20. So he's poor. Give him some money. All right. $20. It only costs you $10. He gets 20. The economics of that work because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, help the poor.
Yeah.